Good morning to everybody. A warm welcome to all the foreign hands in Science, College of Arts and Science for the 14th National Level Biological Congress on Sustainability Challenges in Advancing Biological Sciences, organized by the Department of Biological Sciences, MCAS, in association with Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists. Last year was one of the important and notable plants for clean education, and it is famous for outwarding clean and food science. Both nature some of the famous speakers in Raspberry of Raspberry Krishnaswamy Narayan and Indian novelist Raspberry Lakshman is one of the Indian greatest scientists nominated Krishnan later in Madhuswara. And we are proud to say that the current speakers running education campus in Raspberry is Muthayammal Education Institution. And Muthayammal College of Arts and Science was established in the year 1994 and was affiliated to Kerala University, Florida. It was affiliated program in the 8th grade and also recognized as charity and teamwork institution by UGC UAE. Young students probably including professional education science and students. MCAS Biological Organization of Biological Sciences has successfully conducted 12 biological conferences and to support our institution and we are proud to know for the National Level Conference of IAAM in our campus on the special day.
Sunshine brings freshness into our hearts and shade light into darkness. Likewise, a prayer in the morning shower blessing and shows the path to reach success. Let us begin this conference with prayer to Almighty and let us all rise.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடைந்த கெளிரொழுகும் சீராறும் பதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிழில் வேக்கனமும் மதித்திறந்த திராவிடனன் திருநாளும் ரத்த சிறு பிறை முதலும் கரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறமியந்து செயல்மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you, Chris. And he is one who made the way, guide the way, and show the way. He is such a leader who shares the right way to success. To begin the process of inauguration, we have the honor of inviting our beloved principal, Dr. R. Subramanian, to deliver the welcome address. Good morning, all of you. Distinguished guests, Assistant Secretary, Honorable Faculty, Research Participants, my dear student friends. Thank you all for the welcome transfer of Conference of Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists on Sustainability, Challenges, and Awareness of Biological Skills, organized by
Department of Biological Sciences, MCAS. A sense of relation employs me to see all the participants of the room, to see the area of the previous. I believe around 1% engaged. Education is simply the job of society as it passes from one generation to another. Ultimately, the spirit of service of the rural community, the Arts and Science, had started an expedition in the educational act in 1994. The college has over to million from the currently over 5 million students. The existence of underground is the government of India's ethical clearance, the attainment of peer status, and a marked accreditation with the A grade are the unique aspects that command a commendable repute for the institution. So the biological conference finds a regular schedule in our academic calendar. This year even requires a special mention that it has been organized under the canopy of Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists. Education leads to the enlightenment. Enlightenment opens the way for reforms. Our researcher, Professor Dr. C. Swaminathan, has an affinity with reforms and innovations. He appeals very well the technological advancements. He has brought about radical changes in the system of examinations at which the results reach the thresholds of the colleges within a month. His tenure is a golden era since Punjab University is bestowed with NAC AK and grants appointee for researchers. Humble are to extend and honorable welcome to our vice chancellor. To study the human race and our world, we must correct the evolutionary mistakes by changing the politics of life. There goes a record war between new inventions in medical sciences and catching new brand diseases. Human survival appears to be at stake. The world withstands the onslaught of diseases only with the aid of scientists like Dr. Hansen Reflection. He is a scientist, educator, and an administrator from an underrepresented population from USA. He has been a relentless promoter of diversity within the scientific sphere. Let us raise up a hearty and lofty welcome for Dr. Hansen, Assistant Dean, Professor Healthcare, Department of Health, School of Medicine, Loma Linda University, California, USA. Dr. P. Rajendran, President of IAAM, I welcome him on behalf of our college. He is a strain of teaching and research experience stretches over 40 years. The bond that he has developed and sustained towards microbiology demands volumes in value. I find myself a delight to offer him a genial welcome. Thank you, sir. Science is an attempt largely successful to understand the world. Dr. Muthayammal is a renowned microbiologist. He imparts knowledge to cut the young microbiologist into a fine shape in the capacity of assistant professor in the most reputed Presidency College Center. Let me tender and amiable welcome to Dr. Ahmed Sahib, Secretary of the Union. The subtlety in administration consists in knowing the proper degree of power to be exerted on different occasions. The Muthayammal Swami is a estate and an administrator of modest and stunning display of leadership qualities. He has been considerate to the legitimate wants of those who depend on him. He is structured with all needful skills for governing. It is very pleasing to offer a rapturous welcome to our secretaries. It is more pleasing to extend our cordial welcome to the invited guests, Dr. B. M. Sundaram, Dr. Wilson Arnay, Dr. Lakshmana Brahmaswamy, Dr. R. M. Vijay, my professor in Muthayammal University, and Dr. Kanagaraj, Dr. Alabagaru, Dr. Mangal from BSc College, and all other colleagues, Dr. Bala, Dr. Sundarajan, former principal of this college, and Dr. Paliswamy, Deputy of Biological Sciences, the organizing secretary of this conference, Dr. Anbalayan, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Biotechnology Head, and Swapna Banan, Head, Biology Department. I welcome you all, the faculty and students from our college and other colleges, and the non-teaching and supporting staff. I also welcome the members of the press, print and electronic media. Dear friends, the conference theme is sustainability challenges and advances in biological sciences. All of you know that there are many challenges we are facing today. All of you might have read or seen the news that recently, and UN climate change conference was held in Paris about global warming. The stage is set for all countries to move to a low carbon pathway with the Paris Agreement on climate change adopting a goal of well below 2 degrees Celsius. All the industrial developed countries, they have to look for keeping our globe well below 2 degrees temperature rise. That is one challenge. Another challenge is the population explosion. In 2020, the world population will reach 7,675 million. 11% more than the 2010. The life expectancy also will increase 70 years. 55% of the planet population will be in cities. 52% of the world population is going to be middle class people. And of these, 54% of middle class people are going to live in Asia. So, bring the skills such as learning to learn and creativity will be highly valued by companies. Healthcare expenditure is going to be increased by 50%. 2,000 million people will be obese in the world. Almost quarter of the population is going to be obese population in 2020. In 2020, the technology will be increasingly present, like information technology, biotechnology, nanotechnology, and there is one more science is coming in that is called quantum. There will be more than 6,000 million mobile phone users and 5,000 million internet users. So these are all the challenges what we have today, and the biology has to give the answer. Dear friends, Earth is the only planet which inhabits life. Despite our advances in biology and medicine, the origin of life on Earth remains still a mystery. Okay, now I would like to mention only one advantage what we have. ISRO has launched 6 Singapore satellites a couple of days back. They also fired the 4th stage of PSLV C-29. It is a 15th rocket launched by the ISRO. Tamil Nadu Agricultural University is making use of the satellite images for crop management. The images, the data that will help the state government to frame the policies. All of you know about the recent floods in Chennai. If you want to disperse the crop insurance quickly, that is possible with the data available through the satellite images. You can assess how much cultivated area were inundated. To identify the crop's estimated area of cultivation, prepare seasonality map, phenology map. Phenology map means various stages of the crop. And yield map, estimate the yield. Everything is possible with the satellite images. The farmers will also get to learn more about soil conditions and nutrients needed. So just I have mentioned one or two challenges and advantages what we have today. And it is for you to contemplate all these issues in the today conference. Let me conclude by welcoming us here. Once again, my hearty welcome to all of you for this conference. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It is very welcome address from my presence here. Now, I request our Secretary of Time Education Institution to Muthayammal sir, to Professor and Vice Chair, Department of Basic Sciences, School of Medicine, Global India University, California, USA, with a short moment. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Again, I request our Secretary, sir, to honor Professor Dr. P. Rajendran, President of IAAM, with a short moment. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, I request our Principal, sir, Dr. to honor Dr. Wilson Arman from Muthayammal University, California, with a short moment. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. It's a great memorable day for us. Thank you, sir.
Some people want it to happen. Some people wish it to happen. Only few make it happen. Our today's chief guest, Dr. C. Swaminathan, Vice Chancellor, Periyar University, Salem, is one among the people who made it happen. Dr. C. Swaminathan, well known for his institution-building activities and keen interest in the upliftment of higher education. Apart from building institutions, he has successfully guided research beyond and PhD programs. Popularizing science among school students and conducting a space festival in collaboration with the NASA or his other significant achievements. At Periyar University and the sixth Vice Chancellor, Dr. C. Swaminathan has brought about a remarkable turnaround. Now we would like to invite the speakers of the inauguration, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Periyar University, to inaugurate the conference and welcome organizers.
Good morning to all of you here. Secretary of the State Education, Mr. Muthayammal. Guests from UCA, Dr. Muthayammal sir, Assistant Dean, Professor HR, Department of Basic Science, School of Medicine, Muthayammal University, California, USA, Mr. Selvam, Principal of this institution, Mr. Arnavin, Mr. Rajendran, President, IAAM, Sambalan, Mr. Wilson Martin, and so many different persons here, and researchers and student friends. Really, I am very happy to inaugurate today's conference, which is national conference on sustainability, challenges, and advances in biological sciences. Our principal rightly mentioned what are the challenges we are going to face in the days to come. Being biologists and especially microbiologists, it is our duty to face the challenges first. We have to have the determination first. Friends, in a new millennium, the knowledge explosion in biological sciences is so much that we have revolutionized a number of methods, process, and established new principles for the welfare of these people and improve quality of life. Nowadays, biological sciences is an exciting and rapidly developing subject. The study of living things has undergone tremendous expansion. India is gearing up to become an international player in the life sciences, powered by its recent economic growth and a desire to add biosciences to its portfolio. Our former president, Abdul Kalam, remained passionate and committed to what he called Vision 2020, transforming India with a focused manifesto for change. In order to raise this distinctive portfolio profile, we have to transform India in 5 areas which India has 4 competence. We have competence in many fields, but we can identify 4 competence of 5 areas. That is agriculture and processing, education, healthcare, information and communication technology, infrastructure development, which includes reliable and quality electric power, surface transport and infrastructure for all parts of the country, including rural and urban areas, what we call as rural, and then self-reliance and critical technologies. Even the present global economic setbacks, India's economy is expected to grow to become the third largest in the world today. Biosciences, these areas represent a potential sector of economic growth and an important component in India's national health agenda. Appreciating the important role that biology will play in this country, the Indian government is expanding and starting several new biological research institutes which will open up many new positions in life science researchers. Funds also became available for the state-of-the-art equipment, thus decreasing the area of large disparity in support facilities between the top research institutes in India and abroad. India is becoming an increasingly viable location to conduct biological research and a fertile ground for new biotechnology companies. On one side, our people have covered some advancement in biological sciences. At the same time, human life facing more number of threatening challenges every day. For example, diseases, antibiotic resistance, global food-related disorders, industrial pollution, and so on. The history of infectious and non-infectious diseases are told as human civilization. One of the civilization and need of protection against these infections are always remains one of the prime concerns of the governments and the people also. Infectious and non-infectious diseases are the pressing global problem costing lives, reducing life expectancy, weakening economic growth, and increasing the pressure on health systems. According to the World Health Organization, majority of the deaths due to infectious diseases are among the poor people living in the low and middle income countries. In which nearly 30,000 diseases were identified. Among nearly 20,000 diseases are found as infectious diseases, but to control or cure, we have drugs only for 50,000 diseases. Around 9.5 million people die every year due to infectious diseases, in which many of them are children under the age group of 5. Cardiovascular diseases and cancer are the major non-infectious diseases of human population and which encompasses severe death worldwide. World Health Organization predicted about 23.6 million people will die due to cardiovascular diseases by the year 2030, and about 0.3 million deaths would occur in India by cancer every year. Nowadays we see so many new cancers which are coming up. The growth of antibiotic resistance now poses a great threat to global health as the emergence of new diseases such as AIDS and pandemic flu. Though resistance to antibiotics have risen from 1% at the beginning of the century, now it's 10%. Because of the drugs are used by repeatedly may cause resistance among microbial community. Friends, so please all these against India in this area. A number of drugs that are banned abroad are freely available in Indian markets. The most critical feature is that use of these drugs are regularly causing long-term implications for our physical health. Some of the common ones that are easily available and people use frequently without having to. You can go to the medical shop and get the medicines without any prescription. These are used as painkiller, but latest research shows that long-term use of such medicines can affect human health in various ways by damaging liver, causing irregular heartbeats, depression, blood pressure fluctuations, etc. This is the prime reason that most of the European countries have disqualified and banned the manufacturing of consumption of these drugs. According to World Health Organization 2014 data, more than 400,000 people, including 120,000 children, die from foodborne illness every year. Those deaths come from the single million or so people who fall ill every year of eating food contaminated with pathogenic bacteria, viruses, parasites, toxics, or chemicals. That's approximately 1 in 10 people in the world. Latest research shows that industrial pollution is a critical public threat on pollen, malaria, tuberculosis, etc. But while 1 million people around the world are at risk from toxic pollutants, these causes of illness and death are underestimated. The World Health Organization has estimated that environmental exposures contribute to 19% of cancer incidents worldwide. To overcome these kind of problems, countries have come forward to encourage biology research in large. As rightly mentioned by our principal in his welcome address, recently the Paris conference concluded with a positive note. Thanks for the efforts taken by our honorable minister. And also, the participation of the US citizen in the conference gave a great signal and also raised some hopes for the near future. So, in that address, Obama mentioned that every research is declared. More than 190 signed in the agreement. And we hope the years to come will be bright and healthy for the people. Like many developing countries that are living under roles in the 20th century, India is no longer content to be an outsourcing center for the West. Without doubt, life-science research in India will change dramatically by 2030. But what will it look for? Indians themselves debate the outcome, and some being optimistic and others pessimistically projecting that India cannot rise above mediocrity in the life sciences. Thus, India's journey in biology has involved courage and initiative as well as increased funding. Now, India must look to the new generation of pioneers. Biological sciences will play an important role in transforming our lives and our environment. The future of biology is a bright one, full of great promise of making significant difference in the quality of life on a global scale. Even though 1,000 crores of rupees are spent for research in India every year, we should think what is the status of our research. The real line researchers, we should think the status of our research. Why we can't compete with foreign countries and researchers? That is our largest details. When we are going to compete with the foreign researchers, these are the main concern universities. I know the institutions like Muthayammal and universities like Korea and Muthayammal universities, we are here to help you for the researchers, for the researchers to want how we can improve our pattern, and also we are here to help you. And I think the years to come will be a great future for the researchers in the biological sciences. And I wish that function and that. Thank you very much.
Extremely committed user who started opportunities and innovative standards. A man of science has very degree in justification, not a faith, but a verification, and also says that a man thinks the better adapted he becomes. These words have been used to a non-international scientist, but a handsome young lecturer from the Mahatma University, he was saying. The info of Indian DNA determines the unique work in the field of molecular synthesis and biochemistry of microbiologists. We are amazed as a scientist from Muthayammal University, California, and we formally invite these dedicated keyboard artists.
Thank you so much. Principal Salvatore, Vice Chancellor Swami Nagam, Secretary Swami, President of the IAAM, Ranjan, and Assistant Secretary of the Organizing Secretary, Anna Malagan, other distinguished members of the platform, ladies and gentlemen, fellow scientists. It's an honor for me to join you at this 13th National Convention of the Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists, focused on sustainability, challenges, and advances in environmental sciences. Congratulations to this organization for being the bright, shining star of this nation. As we face the 21st century and the global marketplace, scientific knowledge and applied scientific knowledge is vital. So your role as sustaining the challenges and advances in environmental sciences is important as a guiding principle for this association. This association has been very active in the past. You have produced your own journal, and I implore you to continue focusing on your mission in disseminating scientific information. It's not only vital to disseminate scientific information, but one of the missions of this organization is applying that knowledge. You see, for a long time we've been researching the lab, but research that's conducted in the lab should not stay in the lab. Because for it to be useful, to alleviate suffering, to increase productivity in our society, we have to apply it. And this is one of the missions of this university, of this association. The Indian people is a proud nation, proud people. Over the years, I have visited this country several times. I've visited Chennai, I've visited New Delhi, formator, IAAM. This is my 5th visit to this country. And I think, thank you. And I think I feel like part of the now. The very first time I came, I felt at home. Now I'm part of the family. And I'm very proud to identify myself with scientists from this country. Because they're not only some of the brightest, they're some of the smartest, and they're some of the most disciplined individuals. You have a rich legacy of academic excellence. You should not apologize to anyone for not being the leaders in society. You know, when I look around the world, especially in the United States, I look at large corporations, I look at some of the more productive principal investigators in the sciences, and these are organizations or research programs that are led by Indians, Indian scientists. You have a rich history. You have a very rich history. You have Nobel Prize winners that have come from this nation. Based on these accomplishments, how do we build on these lessons? For our next generation of scientists, how do we build on this? How do we face the challenges of the future? How do we further push technological advances to alleviate suffering? I would like to suggest, as we move forward, you need at least 3 things to accomplish this. In the 21st century, everybody in this room, and probably everyone's grandmother now has a smartphone. That's one of the things that you need to move forward in this 21st century. And I'll tell you why we need it. We also need skin-free. So let me talk about the first one. You need a smartphone. You see what the smartphone comes also with a GPS. For those of you who have the iPhone and have the Galaxy, did you know that phone knows your exact location? You can turn it off, but it knows your exact location. The other thing that comes with this smartphone is a GPS system. It comes with Google Maps, or it comes with a system that you can use to find your way. So one of the things that we need going forward is a compass, a GPS, which helps us to keep our direction. You see, if you put the address in, if you put the destination in GPS, that GPS will always talk to you. If you move away from the path, that GPS will recalibrate, but it has your destination in it. It will never change your destination. That's important as we move forward. We need to put in our destination, and we need to stick to our path. We should never lose sight of our destination. We may have to recalculate, but we will never lose sight of our destination, which is academic excellence and increased productivity for our nation. You need to find your question, you need to be pointed in the right direction, and you need to stay focused on your path. We also need some skill training as part of our journey going forward. I know this country has a temperate climate where our skin can get dry. And so we know that our ladies and my wife, when I'm traveling, I always ask her promotion because she has it in her purse. She has it in her pocketbook. We also need what we consider thick skin cream. And what that means is that we should not internalize some of the comments that people make about us. We see stereotypes. We come with stereotypes. If people think you're peculiar, you're not that smart. You should not let the imposter syndrome take over. You see, this imposter syndrome is a psychological phenomenon in which people are able to internalize their accomplishments. So despite of external evidence of their competence, there is a decision made to face that they are cause and do not deserve the success they have achieved. Proof of success is dismissed as luck, shining as a result of deceiving others into thinking that they're more intelligent and competent than they believe themselves to be. We should not engage in this kind of activity. So we need to make sure we don't internalize the negative comments about us. Then going back to our first item that we need going forward, our smartphone. That smartphone comes with a contact list. We put everybody in the contact list. So one of the things going forward, we need role models. You need to surround yourself with individuals who can show you the light, who can share the knowledge. And this society is rich with such role models. In this room, on this stage, we have individuals who have achieved greatness. And they are willing to provide that role model for our next generation of scientists. So the three things that we need is that GPS to keep us focused. We need that cream to make sure that nothing sticks, nothing will tip us away from that focus, and we need that contact list, we need that role model to keep us on our path. There are a few moments in history, few great moments that have changed the history of this world. And one of the ones that I remember the most, and you all may remember that, is electing the first Black president of the United States of America. Why that has changed the world? You see, before that, a Black man was considered a slave. And to be president of a free world, that's an accomplishment. As we look forward to the future, as we look forward to the future of developing the next generation of scientists, I encourage you to look forward. Look forward to the future. The 21st century is certainly challenging. One of the challenges that we face is diversity in the workforce. Not everyone will be able to get a faculty position anymore. But there are lots of other jobs that you can be trained for. You see, the challenge for the future is trying to look at your place in society, to develop your passion, to develop the skill sets that will help you to be productive citizens. So as scientists, your range of options are becoming even wider. In future careers, scientists, you have public policy, you have patent law, you have working in industry as a team leader, as a staff scientist, you have working in Congress, in your parliament, leading your community. These are all areas as a scientist you can develop into. You should be a scientist in using data to make decisions, using a logical approach to discover data and making wise decisions. So as we look forward in this meeting of the Indian Association of Microbiologists, where we're focused on sustainability, challenges and advances in the biological sciences, I implore you to stay passionate, stay motivated, stay focused, and stay healed. Your eyes healed on your destination, which is for greatness. Continue the legacy of this nation. Continue to build on that same spirit that guided your forefathers. And I know this nation is in great hands because our next generation of scientists are going to be even better than the ones in the past. So I wish this conference great success. And as we go through the different talks, and as you interact with fellow scientists, I wish you success. And thanks again for allowing me the opportunity to share with this conference. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful efforts. Abdullah is the moral support of everything. A secretary from Muthayammal is a leader of our institution, countless hard work and sleepless nights. He has spent for the welfare of our institution, immeasurable of his roles. The man behind the success of this conference is our beloved secretary of this institution, whose vision and mission has upgraded this institution to A grade in math application. We warmly welcome our adorable secretary, Muthayammal Science to briefly address the gathering.
Thank you. Good morning to all present here. On behalf of the management, staff, and students of the MCAS, I would like to welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Dr. C. Swaminathan, under whose leadership the University has grown three folds, focusing on quality, education, and research. Welcome, sir. Dr. Fletcher, Assistant Dean, Professor, and Vice Chair, Department of Basic Science, School of Medicine, Loma Linda University, USA, was proud to be here and participate in the 30th National Conference of IAAM. Recognition. Dr. M. Arnabinath, Secretary IAAM. Professor Rajendran, President IAAM. Thank you, sir, for giving us this wonderful opportunity and confidence to host this event. We will always remember in this regard. A special mention to Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi, Director of Medical Education, Tamil Nadu Government. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, she couldn't be here with us today. And a special mention to Dr. Wilson Armani for his continued support for taking this institution forward, because colleges like us are actually struggling to get eminent personalities to come here. And once again, thank you for coordinating and making this event a very grand success. Professors, eminent personalities who are here to participate, students from various other colleges present here, and once again welcome all of you. I would like to congratulate the biological science team, NSS, catering department, and all the non-teaching faculties for joining their hands. Because last night was very tedious for all of them for setting up this entire hall. Once again, thank you and congratulate all of you for putting your hands together to make this year a grand success. And to my fellow students, all we talk today is about challenges. I'm sure this topic which is going to come up today is about what we are going to do in the future. We have challenges like food challenge, environmental challenge, energy challenge, and health challenge. It is our responsibility to face the challenge and bring the change. And I'm sure there are every opportunity that comes our way. And because organizing events like this actually opens up everybody's mind to think in a different perception. So I would like to conclude by saying future of science, and those who are friends for science will always be successful. I wish this conference again.
Thank you, sir. It's time now to release the ceremony of the conference, which has prepared the university for the ceremony committee members. I request for Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Dr. C. Swaminathan, sir, to lead the ceremony, and I request for the Secretary, sir, to release the first copy of the proceedings. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Once again, I request Dr. Hanson Texel, sir, to read the journal of IAAM and I request our Vice Chancellor to read it. Thank you, sir. With the rank in global state, we feel the privilege to call upon the General Secretary of IAAM, Dr. Muthayammal, sir, to briefly present the activities of association during the academic year 2015. Welcome, sir.
Good morning to all the peers, delegates, distinguished chief guest of this function, Professor Sonia, Honorable Chancellor, Federal University, Eminent Scientist Dr. Nancy Lecture, Assistant Dean, Vice Chair, Department of Basic Sciences, School of Medicine, Mount University, USA, esteemed Ramswamy, please young and energetic and dynamic Secretary of Muthayammal College of Arts and Science, my guru, guide, and philosopher, a well-known microbiologist and the founder president of Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists, Professor G. respected Dr. Kumar, Principal, Muthayammal College of Arts and Science. He is also a microbiologist and an excellent teacher. Respected Dr. S. Almani, Organizing Secretary of this conference. Invited speakers, Dr. A. Dr. Rao Kuchiyaku, Dr. Lavasrina, Dr. A. Makke, and Dr. Balakumar. Respected office members of IAAM, heads of various departments, faculty members, dear delegates, and students. I am very happy to present the annual report of IAAM for the year 2015. The association so far conducted 30 national level conferences. The present conference is the 30th one. The association has around 459 members and more than 500 annual members. The association has issued 8 types of awards, namely Lifetime Achievement Award, Outstanding Teacher Award, Honorable Memorial Award, Dr. P. Rajendra MCAS Award, Dr. Nancy Fletcher and Dr. Muthayammal Scholarship Award, Dr. Rajendra Amir Research Scholar Award, Fellow of the Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists Award, plus 2 Offer in Microbiology Award. All these awards are being given regularly at the IAAM conference. Indian Journal of Applied Microbiology is a peer-reviewed journal published by IAAM twice a year, and the journal is available for open access. I am very proud to highlight the achievements made by the EC members of this association for the year 2015. Dr. P. Rajesh has received Dr. S. P. Thiagarajan Award for the best faculty in biology from International Association of Medical and Pharmaceutical Technologies, Calcutta University. He has also received Dr. APJ Abdul Award for lifetime contribution in teaching from Marina Labs, Chennai. He has published by research purpose in peer-reviewed journals. He has organized one workshop at the Oxford Memorial College, Chennai, and one CME program at the Nova Medical College, Chennai. He has delivered a response on the evolution of HIV and adenovirus at the MGP College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Two of his students have been awarded PhD. Myself has been nominated by the University of Madras for the Board of Studies in Microbiology of Madras Teaching College, Chennai. One of my students has been awarded PhD from Mother Teresa Women's University, Coimbatore. I have published 3 research papers in peer-reviewed journals. I have delivered 2 guest lectures, one on research at Women's University, Chennai, and another on marine microbiology at the University, Chennai. Dr. Raman Raman has been appointed as coordinator of School of Biosciences, Peria University, Salem. He is serving as member in several countries of Peria University. He is also the director in charge of Distance Education at Peria University. He has received a research grant to the tune of 69 lakhs. He has published 9 research papers in peer-reviewed journals, and he has also contributed to 3 chapters. He has organized 2 workshops. Dr. A. Michael has been championed a major research project, a grant of rupees 83 lakhs from DPT. He has published 12 research papers in peer-reviewed journals. 4 students have been awarded PhD after his guidance. Dr. A. Ganesan has been appointed as Chief Superintendent of Examination, Wales University, Chennai. Dr. R. Ravi has been appointed as Rank Coordinator of the Southern College of Arts and Science, Chennai. He is one of the key members of Memorandum of Understanding signed with the Indian Institute of Rock Processing Technology, Bangalore. Mrs. K. Kavita has been awarded PhD at the Davis of Professor Rajendran from the Vadodara University, Coimbatore. Mrs. A. Vidya has published 6 research papers in international journals. Now I am earnestly requesting the delegates who are not members of IAAM to become lifelong members. The great soul beneath the genesis of Indian Association of Applied Microbiology is Professor P. Rajesh. He is an excellent teacher, a renowned scientist, very good administrator, a fantastic planner, and wonderful human being. In recognition of his dedicated service and untiring support to IAAM, the association is very proud to confer the award of academic excellence in microbiology on him. I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. C. Swaminathan to honor Dr. P. Rajesh.
day, we all focus into the vision of new generating world. If any task is given, we should
give a critical review. Individual evaluation for attainment. Attainment of such qualification is made by great candidates. He has a level of abilities in college. He has a candidate himself, countless of the words he gave. One such great candidate is Professor Dr. P. Rajan, who is the chief architect of this conference. We call it Lordship Hall, Professor Dr. P. Rajan, President of IAAM, to deliver presidential address and later announce the awards.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of Muthayammal University, Honorable Professor Jensen Mitchell from Muthayammal University, California, Honorable Secretary of the MCAS, Honorable Principal of the Second Order, other dignitaries on the rise and off the rise, respectable members of the Executive Committee of the Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists, inmate press, teaching faculties, organization secretaries, honorable members of the media and press, delegates of this conference. Good morning to all of you. This is the vast speech I think it is a vast speech that the 13th National Conference should happen at Rasipuram on 18th December. Going into the literature on Rasipuram, I found that Rasipuram has got about 2,000 years old history. And it was originally called as Ramapuram. And this was ruled by the king, Bajil. And this was brought to the old kingdom of Punjab. It was once famous for, even more famous for handloom, silk sarees, leaf production, and dyeing. But it is famous for today? Today it is famous for residential schools and colleges. The parents following the rule, if they educate a student in Rasipuram, it is very easy to get higher marks in the school and get universities. So Rasipuram has become a regular Rasipuram for education. And another thing I noted in all the universities when you saw, the Periyar University produces maximum number of microbiologists, bioeconomics and biology. The location of this Rasipuram is also very important because you have the sister hill or a spring hills is famous for not only the sisters but also for the health and the life. And that is the reason probably the Catholic International Conference is being in the Rasipuram. My association with the Rasipuram College MCAS. I was the first application committee member from Madras University. I was the first examiner for the university institution. I delivered the first lecture in microbiology. And we did the first tribal project in villages in association with the MCAS. In education, we all think that discoveries can be done only in a very highly sophisticated level. But this is a misconception. I think some example which you all of you know that the discoveries can be done anywhere. We saw from microbiology the discovery of penicillin, which was from the dustbin. Because now it could be discovered trade and discovered from the dustbin. And you know about the Archimedes, he discovered the law of flotation in the bathroom when he was taking bath. And the Roman method was discovered in Sicily around the city in front of the sea. There is one more great discovery in molecular biology. The discovery of PCR. Those who know biotechnology will know that PCR was discovered when Carrie Lewis was driving this car. I always say that scientists should never drive a car. You should never drive it. Because when he was driving his car, he saw the vehicle going left and right. So that solved the mystery of how to elongate the DNA, to put the nucleotide, do condition and enlarge the nucleotide sequence. This is a discovery done when he was driving his motor city car from San Francisco to Mendocino, and he got his properties in 1990. So, ladies and gentlemen, young scientists, biologists, don't think that we need a very highly sophisticated laboratories for discovery. You can discover even in Muthayammal knowledge. Great scientists, we always think that the man should be a born grade to be a scientist. Not necessary. You should know, I will give some examples. Socrates and Rome. They cannot write, they cannot read. They can only talk. Einstein did not speak up to the age of 9 years in his life. The Carlos Wright brothers who discovered the aeroplane, they discovered it only after 144 patents. And Thomas Alva Edison is a great person. We all know that he discovered the earth. But you know one thing, Thomas Alva Edison also is born in this 10th December. He was a slightly tough person. He went to the school only for 3 months in his life. And he not only discovered the earth, in the whole field today, there is a record that Thomas Alva Edison has got the maximum number of patents. He has got 1,039 patents. He was not studying more than 3 months. So, anybody can discover, anybody can invent, only if you have an attitude. The attitude is very important. I always say that whether you live for 90 years or 100 years, or 20 years or 30 years, it matters nothing. To give an example, on the center lived only for 32 years. Jesus Christ lived only for 32 years. Balaji lived only for 39 years. Vivekananda lived only for 39 years. But they all lived for all these years with us in our mind. So that is because of their attitude. So this is really why introductory speech of the president of the association. Now we will read out the awards issued by our association. The first award is a lifetime achievement award. This award was constituted by a for a senior scientist in the field of microbiology who has put on more than 20 years of service and contributed to the field of microbiology both academically as well as in research. We have two scientists who are receiving this award. The first scientist, the first awardee, is an associate dean and vice chair for the Department of Basic Sciences, Division of Microbiology and Molecular Genetics. He is an accredited professor in two universities of America, China, South Korea, Jamaica, and India. His pioneering research work is on the development of nucleotide to the photochromatography nucleotides. He has generated 12 million US dollars for research funding, published 148 papers, and guiding both undergraduates and the postgraduate students. One of the goals in his life is to promote scientific character. They were underrepresented and disadvantaged population. He serves as a role model and advisor to the students belonging to the historically black colleges and universities. He is a regular visitor to India, especially to IAAM. And spending their own food background, that is well accomplished. Now let me welcome Professor Dr. M. Fletcher to receive this lifetime award from the Chancellor of our university. The next awardee is a great scientist from Tamil Nadu who is famous in national geography and discovery scientific programs. He is an international expert on human genetics and regional director of Genographic Project in India. He has published several scientific papers in highly prestigious journals, represented India in various international conferences, as patents to his credit. He is actually an expert coordinating with several medical institutions in transplantation technology. He is a fellow of National Academy of Medical Sciences and Indian Academy of Sciences. He has received many awards including the Lancet Investigation Award for tuberculosis and H.M. Bhatia Foundation Award by the Indian Council of Medical Research. His long-standing service in IAAM University culminated with the post of Professor Emeritus in Technology, School of Biological Sciences, Muthayammal. Currently, he is the Director, Research, Technology Academy of Research Institute. Let me now welcome on stage Honorable Professor Dr. R. Muthayammal to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award in Technology. The next award is an outstanding. The next award is Outstanding Teacher Award. This year, two Microbiologists are issuing this award from IAAM. This award was nominated by the Executive Committee and instituted by Dr. M. Kumar, scientist, National Institute for Tuberculosis Research in Chennai. The award is conferred on a microbiology teacher with an experience of more than 10 years credentials. The first teacher who is going to receive this award is a Indian microbiologist who did an MSc microbiology from St. T.S. Medical College in Mumbai and PhD from the University of Madras. She is an expert on ameliasis, published many papers, organized several seminars, workshops, conferences. She is a ever-smiling teacher who writes undergraduates and postgraduates in microbiology. Let me welcome on stage Dr. Radha Sila, who is the Outstanding Teacher Award. The second teacher who has been nominated for this award has done his MSc from Muthayammal University, MPhil from Banaras University, and PhD from the University of Madras. He is a gold medalist in BSc and a top scorer in MSc and MPhil. He is an honored herbal expert with a family background of herbal experts. He is an excellent teacher of research work, published many papers, conducted and participated in many conferences. He has guided many MSc and MPhil students in microbiology. And the awardee is nothing but Dr. S. Anbarajan from the Muthayammal College of Oxford. Ladies and gentlemen, and I am visiting this institute quite often for last more than 2 years. If you say, I say that I have seen the bits of this college, it is true. This college has come up to an unimaginable level of development of 5,000 students or more than that. And who is responsible for this? The responsibility goes to the secretary of this college. Therefore, after great discussion, the executive committee of our association decided to offer an outstanding education award for the first time from our association to the secretary of the General Assembly. I request our honorable chancellor to hand over this award. The next award is Dr. Rajesh Young Scientist Award. This was constituted by the research college. This award is given to a young microbiologist below the age of 33 years who has done considerable scientific research work in the field of microbiology. A committee constituted by the executive committee scrutinizes the application and select the best one. And this year, we shall also be proud here that the candidate selected for the one award for the Rajesh Young Scientist Award, also from Muthayammal College of Science, Mr. Secretary. Please come on, please. The next award is for the Best Research Scholar Award. This award also was constituted by the research scholars of our and the committee selects the scholars for this award. Again, this award also goes to Muthayammal College. And I invite our state Sahita to receive this National Undergraduate Best Research Scholar Award from our organization. For the first time, our association has instituted an award for the plus 2 student who scored the highest mark in the exam. I do not know the father called yesterday and said to do that. Maybe his father is there. Please come. The award was instituted by in the history of Tamil Nadu is the first time that this award is given for the extreme and the name of this award is Mohita from Bhavani Vijaya Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Muthayammal. On behalf of her, we all of you know that she is now doing first year MBBS and PhD in what has received this award, and I wish that this is the historical effort taken by the IAAM. We do have other awards like Andhra Memorial Award, Agriculture Award, but that is a competitive award that we announce only in the higher quality country. Now, just distribute the fellowship award is suited by our association on this year. I call upon stage number 1, please come and receive this award. And I request the principal of MCAS to I request the secretary to offer these awards. First, the secretary, fellowship award. Indian Association of American Department. Wilson Andrew. Assistant Professor Biotech University. Dr. D. Honors from Muthayammal University. Is here. Now we will distribute this. Now we distribute the life membership only for few selected people because of the lack of the time. I just call upon the name, please come to the stage very quickly. Dr. P. Shivas Saktivaran. Next start, yes. Level. Yes, normally. Dr. Waitangam, Dr. K. Adani, Dr. Surya, Dr. K. Karthikeyan, Suganya, Karthikeyan, Dr. Muthayammal, Brinda Chandapur, Suresh Babu, D. Nagari, Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the conference.
Thank you, sir. The encouraging name Microbiologists performing award. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Wilson Happy sir to announce the surprising award.
Respected guys, my dear friends and students, this is a time to just announce an important award in special recognition of the work that is done and the service that we are having. So, a very renowned scientist that you all know, who doesn't need an introduction. It's none other than Dr. Joseph P. Dr. Raj is from Muthayammal, and he has worked up north first in the North India, and then he moved out to many places, including a lot of assignments internationally. And I think everybody in Tamil Nadu knows who Dr. Raj is, and almost to everybody who has gone on exam have some way related to it. And none other than that, he has 150 publications to his credit, and more than 30 PhD students have paid on his candidacy with chairmanship. It means to say that the students span around the whole world, and it is always a pleasure to just inspire people to become great scientists or a medical microbiologist. He has worked as a professor in the Institute of Microbiology in Germany, and after his retirement, he has stopped working until today. And it has been a very dynamic relationship that he has put out in the part of associations. His group with the Indian Association of Applied Microbiologists. His research on hepatitis B initially, followed by the research on HIV with the use of medicinal plants as a prophylactic measure is of much value to the scientific society as an individual technology knowledge. And his work group around the tribal people, and his work has been funded obviously by many excellent funded agencies. Great things are done through trials and through wisdom, and Professor Dr. Raj is a live example who is standing before you in good times. His 50 years of research experience is as equal as my age, 50 years. It means to say that if we stand tall, it is not because of anybody, but on the shoulders of our own ancestors. And as a co-founder in medical microbiology as a renowned scientist, I feel the pleasure to just invite Professor Dr. Raj to accept this award on behalf of the whole association, the whole microbiologist people, internationally and nationally. And I would request Professor Dr. Hansen to be awarded the award to Professor P.
Thank you, sir. The outcome of the conference is a introduction ceremony, which really preparing function to both the trustees to all of these. It is now time to extend one more thanks to all who stood behind us to successfully organize this conference. Let me now invite Dr. S. Andrew, Head Department of Microbiology and Organizing Secretary of this conference, to give a word of thanks.
Honorable dignitaries on the left of the desk, my honorable presence here. It is a great privilege to stand before you to extend my gratitude wholeheartedly. I am extremely thankful to the achievements Professor Dr. C. Swaminathan, Vice Chancellor, Riyadh University, said. In spite of his busy schedule, he finds his time accepting an invitation for spending his valuable time making this auspicious day a memorable one. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend Dr. Hansen Professor Dean, Professor Vice Chancellor, Department of Bioethics, School of Medicine, Loma Linda University, USA. In spite of being a renowned international scientist, he has come over here to deliver the keynote address to the participants. He deserves all our appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, sir. In conducting the 13th National Biological Congress, we received comment, inspiration, encouragement from our chairman, K.P. Ramasamy, sir, our secretary, Muthayammal Ramasamy, sir, Muthayammal Education Institute. They were kind enough to offer blessings and proceed over the function. I thank you sincerely. I have to thank our beloved principal, Dr. Selvakumaran, who delivered the welcome address. His help and guidance are freely available, and he was mainly instrumental for the successful and conduct and standard of this function. Thank you, sir. My special thanks to my guide and group and mentor, Dr. Professor P. Radhindran, President IAAM. He entered keen interest in each and every aspect currently organizing the international conference of IAAM. I thank him wholeheartedly. Thank you, sir. I owe my gratitude to executive members of IAAM for accepting my invitation and presence in this function. Thank you, sir. I thank rhetoric, speaking, and non-teaching staff members, members of civil and electrical department for extending tremendous support for making this conference a pleasant one. I thank the various committee members, scholars, students of this college for their help to make this function a grand success. I also thank the innovators, speakers, and visionaries, and other principals, sir, and the other guest speakers, students who have come over here to witness the extraordinary in 13th National Conference of IAAM. I finally thank the members of media and press for their wide coverage. I thank you, Ananda. Thank you.
Now, let us now take a break for a cup of tea, and I request all of them to assemble to the back to the conference hall within 15 minutes. Professor Muthayammal is going to deliver a lecture. The delegates team has been arranged at each learning hall, which is within the conference hall, and for our students which are arranged at 1 or 2 later, please stand up soon. Thank you for your time. Thank you.